All right, listen up, you bunch of lost souls and weirdos. It's showtime. You want to survive in this world of pop culture chaos? Well, here's the secret. You got to hit that subscribe button over on Gothic Therapy's YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Do it or I'll come knocking and trust me, you don't want me as a house guest. Don't be shy. Whack that button like you're slamming the door of your in-laws. And hey, hit the bell too or I'll be haunting your dreams. Catch you on the other side, baby.
A stormtrooper named Sister now causes quite a stir.
Fans howl in dismay, claiming this twist is absurd.
Critics rage on the internet, shouting that it's a shame.
In a galaxy once beloved, Disney refuses to take the blame.
Yeah. So, what can we say? There's trans stormtroopers now, because reasons.
Realistically, if they could even for 1 minute stick to proper Star Wars lore, this clone trooper would be dead because the Kaminoans would have had them killed instantly for a defective brain.
That's true.
I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm saying that as someone who likes to respect lore.
Yeah.
Kaminoans have a no tolerance policy for anything that they consider defective or mistakes, or even if it's just a fluke. If that clone trooper is not their standard clone trooper and is in any way a deviation from what they programmed, that clone trooper is going to die. No questions asked, and no hesitation either.
That's true. Now, I do want to mention something, because people were getting very angry about this on Twitter, which I found kind of funny. So, this is not actually the first reveal of Sister. Why? Because she's been in 2 other books that were Disney Star Wars books, young adult books.
Sorry, it's just not surprising that it's from Disney.
Yes, that's true. And also, the funniest part of this is people were angry because like, oh my God, you guys are just saying this. You don't know that she's already been out there or whatever. And all I think about is this, okay? The reason nobody knows is because nobody reads the books. The Disney books do not sell. They have not sold well in a long time. You can look it up. The numbers are available to anybody to find, except if you want to be purposely ignorant and pretend you can't find them, which you can.
To be fair, darling, the people who are ignorant and can't find them also probably can't read.
I would assume that some of them probably can't. That's what ChatGPT is for, I'm assuming, because it can probably read stuff to them. That's a whole other discussion. But anyways, yeah, so we got a trans clone trooper, and basically, they taught this whole thing about the description in the book where Rex says when one of our kind expressed her gender identity differently than their fellow troopers, she feared she'd have to hide who she truly was inside. Fortunately, her brothers in the 7th Sky Corps gave her the name Sister as a constant reminder that she belonged.
That clone trooper would have had to hide who they really were if they ever thought this way, because the cloners on Kamino, their creators, essentially their parents, would have them killed. That's why there are no women. Why there are no female clone troopers is because they believe that human females are inferior as soldiers, and therefore only have males. That's why they had a male template for the clones, and why Omega shouldn't exist.
Well, we can get into Omega a different time, but the thing I find funny about this, and actually a lot of people, even people who liked the representation, were very angry with this. Why? Because this image shows trans flag colors on the armor. Now, honey, can you explain why this is a incorrect thing to have on the armor and why it's stupid?
I am guessing that those are not the colors of the Sky Corps.
Correct. So she doesn't want to hide who she is or whatever, and decides to paint herself this way and they just allow it because, well, it makes them a better target.
Also, that hair would never fit under the helmet. There's a reason you don't see clone troopers with long hair. It doesn't fit inside their helmets. In American football, I have watched some games in which players who have dreadlocks dangling out of their helmets get their hair tugged on by other players when they're running with the ball and the opposing team is trying to get in the way or stop them. I mean, grabbing the hair is an illegal move, but it does still happen because it's the first thing that the opponent is able to grab.
Exactly.
If this is really how this clone is going to wear his hair, and I'm saying he, because let's face it, all clones are he. They are all male. This trooper is going to have so many problems with the hair, with Camino wanting him dead. Never mind acceptance. That's not what matters in a bleeping war zone.
But here's the funniest thing, okay? Apparently there's this whole scene where this clone and Anakin meet, and Anakin basically says it's okay for them to, because the Jedi transcended many things, that it's okay for them to transcend gender. It is the most cringe thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
There's been more cringe, honey. You've watched Where the Wild Things Are.
That's true.
Share with your crew, escape life's hell. From spooky memes to advice obscure, here's your dark solace of humor as a cure.